Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, for commenting, for all the feedback. I really appreciate it. In this video, I want to speak to you guys about how INFJs are happiest when we're learning something new. Be it about ourselves, about the world, about whatever topic that we've chosen to learn about. I've had so many amazing comments from you guys, and I'm so grateful again for those comments. Keep them coming. Have so many amazing comments from you guys telling me about your interests, and they're so varied and diverse that I am in absolute awe of you people. There's one individual, Mr. Ghoster, I believe is his name. He talks about how he likes to do his own repairs on his car, and he saves batteries and reuses them, and he has all these interesting ways that he saves money and lives on a very minimal salary. So interesting. It's so interesting because he kind of made an obsession out of it in a good way and kind of enhanced his life because of all the learning that he's doing. He's always learning about how to save money and he's using that in his life. And that's what I love about INFJs, about us, is that yes, we will learn. We're always learning because we love to learn, but we always mostly try to apply that to our life as well. We're not just learning for the sake of learning, we're learning so that we can improve ourselves and the world around us, perhaps our family members, someone around us, whatever. So we're always trying to improve not only this world, but ourselves and everything in it. That's why we're learning. We're not learning for the sake of it. We're not learning so we can go to a cocktail party and tell jokes about it or impress people, because we don't go to cocktail parties. Not only that, because we don't know how to do that. We don't want to impress people with knowledge. We want to impress ourselves with it. We want to change our own life with it. There are obsessions that we kind of get into because we get really interested in random things. I am kind of currently going through a phase of anime. I'm watching all these random animes on food. I'm watching a show called Food Wars. It's on Netflix if you guys want to check it out. And it's so interesting. And so I'm spending all of my free time watching anime. Insanely obsessive, right? I write a lot, obviously. I spend my days writing thousands of words. I create these videos because I'm obsessed with learning about myself. Why do I do the things I do? Obsessed about learning about that. I'm obsessed about traveling, so I'm always reading up on traveling and different ways, different places, different things to do while you travel. Food, I'm obsessed with food. Oh my god, I love food. So I'm always looking up places where I can go eat in Chiang Mai or other places around, looking at pictures of them. There's so many different things that I get obsessed with randomly. So we'll have like phases that we go through. I've said this before. We get obsessed, right, about a particular item, but it's because we like learning. So all of a sudden we'll discover a new subject and we're like, I don't know anything about this subject and it seems really interesting. Let me go read up as much as possible on this subject. Recently, I got obsessed with the idea of sleep. Why do we sleep? Why do we need sleep? Why am I wasting so much time sleeping? What does it do? Is it useful or is it not useful? And so I started asking all these questions to myself, and then I got obsessed with it and started reading up on it, 1 billion pages of reading, right? And so I started reading this book called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. Absolutely recommend that book, by the way. He's amazing. He's so funny. I think he's an INFJ because he has this weird sense of humor. Oh, he's also British, so I love the quirky sense of humor that British people have. It's very subtle, but if you get it, it's hilarious. And so I've been reading that book and obsessed with it. I've been like taking notes and I'm like kind of like, oh yeah, this is the reason why I do this. Oh, this is the reason. Just fascinated by it. I've been talking about it with everyone I meet. Obviously obsessed, right? But that's how we do things. We are ardent learners. We love to learn about this world, about ourselves, about the people in this world, about the different situations in this world, about quantum physics, about space, time, whatever it might be. But we all have different sources of pleasure. So you might be fascinated by fashion and you'll get really obsessed by fashion. I might get really obsessed by water, oceans, or whatever it might be. And I'll just go really deep into it. Another person might be obsessed with clouds or cameras or photography. So we all are obsessed in our own way, in our own quirky subjects. It might be similar subjects, but we're all obsessed with learning. Now, all INFJs are obsessed with learning about themselves. That's one thing that unites all of us. All of us want to know more about ourselves. Why am I the way I am? Why do I do things the way I do? Why do I do things this way when everyone else seems to do things differently? Why am I so weird? Why am I so abnormal? So we're always constantly asking ourselves those questions about ourselves and about how we interact with other people. Why did I do that? Why did that person do that? Why did they do that? All that. That's something that is, I think, every INFJ is interested in, like about themselves, learning about themselves. But then we kind of diversify off. So different people are interested in different things. But we all have a similar way of learning in that we get obsessed with subject and we learn everything about it. We kind of become semi-experts in there, like amateur experts, professional amateurs of sorts, where we learn everything about it. So if someone had a conversation with us about it, they would think that we were absolute experts, but we're not. We just got obsessed with that idea of studying about it, and we just learned everything, and we just kind of immersed ourselves into it. So we kind of became like semi-experts. That's how we do it. That's what we do when we're learning. And we are happiest, at least I am. I'm so happy when I'm learning something new. I just kind of get like this excitement. My fingers start tingling. I'm so happy. It's like the best thing on this planet. Actually, learning is one of my values. The others I think I've spoken about is creativity, freedom, beauty, nature, and health, and community. And so I love learning. If I am learning, and if I have a moment or two or an hour or two of learning every single day, I think of that day as a good day. I think of that day as a day that I accomplished something awesome. I think of that day as not wasted. But if I don't have a day with learning, even a little bit of learning, then I think, what did I do today? What did I learn? I didn't learn anything. What's the point of this day? What did I do? I wasted it, right? That's how I think of it in my head. I don't know about you guys. So tell me about you guys. What do you love to learn about? What are you obsessed with? I know some of you have mentioned other things that you're learning about. Love that. So tell me more. Tell me why you love learning so much. I know partly why I do, because it just excites me. It gets me just going. It revs up my engine. Love to hear from you guys. Let me know about your learning experiences. Do you believe that INFJs are ardent learners? Do you understand or trust that statement? Thank you so much again for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for being on my channel. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.